What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Two Dudes, One Pod. Man, your boy Ray is on a sabbatical right now. He's on a cruise in the Mexican Riviera. So he said, you better do some content. So, your boy had to do something. So we got a special show today. We got one of the COT's very own, Mr. Johnny 2.0. We got Johnny in the building.
Yeah.
Man, Johnny, man. AKA Johnny's here's Johnny, AKA Johnny 2.0, AKA Johnny Dallas, AKA Johnny Drama. Man, so many faces. You're like the modern day Mick Foley, bro. Kind of like Mankind, Dude Love. You know what I mean? So how's your day, man? How- How's your day going, brother?
So far so good, man. How about yours?
Great, man. Day off. I'm off Friday, Saturday, so I'm just took a long day to chill, man. Long week.
Same here, man. Same here. I work Monday through Fridays, and I'm off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So yeah, today's my day off also too, man. So yeah, just it's a great
Yeah.
welcome. I appreciate you guys having me on the Two Dudes in One Pod, and I really do appreciate this. And let me come in here and fit in for Ray Ray. You know what I mean? And
Oh
Crypto Ray.
yeah, brother.
Yeah, man. So it's
Appreciate you.
happy, really stoked, man. So I'm really happy. I was looking forward for this. Coming up doing this with you guys.
Nice. So you said you work all week. What do you do?
Well, right now I'm a caregiver, CNA caregiver for paralytic people that are paralyzed from the neck down.
Okay.
So I take care of a patient, you know what I mean? And he's a great guy. He's like my best friend, you know what I mean? He's my boss also. So he's also my boss, but I work for him. So, whatever he wants, he calls the shots. So I have to do it, you know what I mean? So it's a hard job. It's really hands on. You have to be really strong, be in shape because, a lot of therapy, a lot of movement, a lot of instruments, a lot of medical situations and conditions and stuff that I need to use for him. But all around, it's great. I love my job. I love it. I started off taking care of my mom first for 24 years, and they
Mm.
did that. And then from there, I guess I just found my calling. I love the medical field, and I have a heart to take care of people. So I just felt like if I could take care of my mom, I could take care of anybody. So that's the reason why I kind of stood with the medical field, and I kept on going. And I'm a CNA, right here doing what
That's
I got.
good, man.
Thanks to
That's
God.
very admirable, bro. It's a very challenging and demanding field, you know what I mean, medical. So my hat's off to you, man. Very good job for you, my friend.
Thank you,
Yeah,
thank you.
man. It's gonna
Same
be a
here,
long week, man. Long week. I gotta go to fucking Disneyland tomorrow. That's
dude.
gonna be
Yeah, that is awesome. I love Disneyland, man. I mean, when's the last time
you,
I
awesome. Now you ain't been have you ever been with kids?
I remember I was a kid. It was awesome, but going with kids, I haven't yet.
You can take mine. It's fun.
Hey,
30 bathroom breaks.
hey, if you need help, brother, I'm right here. I'm a great Theo, man. I'm an uncle of 19 nieces
All
and
right.
nephews.
I'm gonna take you up on that offer, man.
Hey, let's do it. I
Well,
love the
shit, man.
ride.
You've been watching any of these playoffs, any of these games, man?
Oh well, yes, I have to because you know what I mean. I'm an NBA fan, even though I'm a Laker fan, and I know I'm happy. I'm not happy what happened with my Lakers, but I'm proud of them,
Right.
and I don't give up my hope on them. But I watched them, and I watched all the games. I have to see the games because it's very important. It's very crucial to know what players are great in the playoffs, and how they perform, and see if they're free agents. And maybe we could get somebody from these playoffs. We could probably put some new puzzle pieces or something. You know what I mean? So yes, I do watch the playoffs for
There's
that
gonna be some
also.
new pieces available. There will definitely
Yeah.
be some new pieces available this year, man. I'm hoping we can get in that Booker market. Maybe even try to get Joker if he's not too happy with what goes on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We might have to say goodbye to Hachimura. Let me tell you that. If we can keep Reeves, that would be dope.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. 2.0. But
Yeah.
I
My,
really don't think
my
Hachimura is going to be staying around.
yeah. Austin. You know, let me see. Let's go back to Rui. Rui, I love Rui. When we got him from Washington, I remember we made that trade for Kuzma and all that stuff. When we got Rui over there, I seen Rui perform before in Washington because I watch sports and I watch the highlights. And let me tell you one thing, Rui, when he was in Washington, bro, he was like one of the best
Beast.
perimeter. Yes, he was one of the best perimeter shooters in his team. I mean, he had a 2-point shot, bank shot. I mean, everything was great. And when we got in, I was like, bro, we need that 2-pointer shooter that is in the paint because we need to dominate the paint. His dunk is
Yeah.
still great and everything, but I've noticed a lot of difference when he came to the Lakers. I noticed that ever since that Nuggets series, 2 years in a row that we lost, I noticed his confidence went down. And
Well, I don't think it's his confidence. Every time anyone comes to the Lakers, you got to understand you in LA. You know what I mean? You get the Laker flu. You get the LA flu. Too
mhm,
many hot people around, too many things to do. It's distracting to play ball in LA. You know what I mean?
yes,
It
we
takes time to acclimate to that.
yes, we have high expectation when you become a Laker. You know what I mean? Like we expect you to perform. You know, that's what we're
Yeah.
paying for. But like to go back to Rui, I hope he's not gone. He's my samurai killer. I love him. I hope we still keep him. I think he's a very important piece, and I think he proved it this last series, the last
So
game.
do you think the squad we have now going into next year, given some more time to gel, is going to do better than this year?
I think so
With
because
no add-ons, with no big acquisitions, just like mid-season trades and things like that, free agency.
um, I think the team could do. I think the team could have done something better if they were more prepared in the defensive side in the mismatches.
Yeah.
If they would have had that set, I think we would have had a better series. Maybe won it, maybe not, but I think we would have performed better. In the
Do
defense.
you
And
think Jackson Hayes would have had some type of difference if we would have played him a little bit?
I think so because he was doing great when we had him, and he was doing better when Luka came in. But then I started noticing everybody started noticing how we were playing because everything goes around Luka. But
It had to be something else, man. I don't know what it is, but there had to be some internal stuff that happened, or he wasn't understanding the defensive switches, or you
I
know what I mean. I definitely think he could have done something, but for some reason they didn't play him at all.
I think what it was that I guess, like I said, they were not prepared defensively, but offensively, I think they, I think we need to make more plays around every player in order for perform. We just can't, let LeBron take the ball and run point and then drive it in and dish it whenever he wants to. I think everybody needs to touch the ball in order to get it into rhythm. And it's like me playing the basketball team. If I'm good at something and they're not using me to be that person to perform, then I'm getting rusty. I'm not getting.
Rust over rest. What is that? What they call it? Rust over rest, or whatever it is.
Yes,
Uh, I
and I
really think the game that messed us up was the game that we hit like almost 20 or 30 threes. Because after that game, the Lakers just were like, "Oh man, we're sharpshooters," and then we're just bricking all the threes, bro. They needed to go to the basket, get some fouls, get to the foul line. You know what I mean? Drive and dish. They were just chucking up threes, and it was just couldn't keep up.
yeah.
The rest of the league is way better at shooting threes than we are. So we had a good couple games before the actual playoffs and just fucking bombed.
Mhm.
So,
I
you
agree.
know, I'm
I
just glad we went as far. The Clippers didn't go farther than us, so that's good.
Yeah, yeah. It would have been better if it would have went farther than us. Believe me.
Well, I'm really happy with what's going on with Boston right now. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? The defending champs.
Yeah,
Fuck Boston.
yeah.
Man, I lost 2 games at home. Go New York, go New York, go. You know what I mean? I'm hoping that they can sweep their ass or maybe give up one. But man, Boston is not looking good right now. They don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? The highest shooting, best 3-point shooting team in the league, and they just don't know what's going on. So I'm glad that Boston can't figure it out.
I think the problem is about with Boston is that I don't think there's any problem in Boston. I think they're a great established team. A few years back they had a lot of picks. They were like number one leading in picks. They were trading players for picks and letting them go, and I think the management with them is it's great. I'm not gonna hate on them on that, but even though I don't like the Boston, they're like my number. I hate them completely. You know what I mean? They're like our bad. They're like Batman and Robin. I mean like Batman and the Joker. Just like they're our villains. We can't stand them. You know what I mean? But what I think was problem with Boston is that they have all the pieces. They're using threes too much, and I guess they're not knocking them down. So I
Huh?
think what it was that at home you could be really comfortable at home, with the calls, the refs, and all this stuff. But hey, if you're making these clean shots and they're not going in, man, you know, it, there's some bad juju going around over there right now because either there's something going wrong in there because I see these clean open shots and they're not going down because I'm being seen every game, all the teams, all the games. When I come home by 4 o'clock, I'm watching any game that is on TV. But Boston,
I'm hoping O'Shea Jackson Jr. when he went there with his dad put a little curse on him.
I
You know
wouldn't miss
what I
out.
mean?
I'll
Little black magic. You know what I mean?
he's a black magic man. Hey,
Yeah,
I,
man, I can't stand Boston, bro. And then the Indiana Cavs series is heating up too. They lost today, you know what I mean? They weren't able to pull it out. But man, Indiana is not playing. Last year, Boston won because they didn't really play anybody. They beat Indiana. Halliburton didn't even play. They beat Cleveland. Mitchell didn't even play. Who they beat this year? Orlando? Come on, man. Y'all ain't played anybody last year. You didn't play anybody this year. Now you're playing a real team. Cat Williams. You got Brunson. Man, come on, man. Let's go. You got
hey,
one of the best coaches. You're out coached right now, too, man. The coach is like, man, he's got so many playoff wins. He doesn't have a championship, but he's one of the best coaches out there. So
yeah, Rick Pipito, yes, yes, I totally agree with you. He's a
there
great
we
coach,
go.
and hey, he's a great coach. I'm not gonna bash on him, but New York, they got their missing piece when they got rid of Julius Randle and they got rid of that other guy. I forgot his name from Villanova. I forgot his name. He's Benedetto.
DiVincenzo.
DiVincenzo. Yes, yes, I stand corrected. Yeah, so when they traded him and Randall to Minnesota, I think Anthony Towns was a missing piece because they have the forwards, they have the 1, 2, and 3 in the four. They have that lock, and they have a bench, but they were missing the center. And I think that's what Boston, handed to them last year. They gave him a good butt whipping because they didn't have a center at all. They did not have a center.
Yeah.
They put it to rebound the ball, offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, free throws also too.
Cat Williams, baby.
Cat Williams, he's a
The cat.
big cat man, and if you see
They
how
calling him Bodega Cat right now. They calling
oh,
him Bodega Cat.
yeah, and I agree with that. He's big cat, but I think the only weakness that big cat has is his foul trouble. What he had the problem in Minnesota. What do you think Minnesota traded him to New York? Because they were
It's
tired.
just his footwork. He needs better footwork. He's good at the three. He got a nice little kind of a turnaround like fucking jump shot kind of thing. It's kind of weird. But yeah, he definitely needs better footwork. I'd hit up Akeem Olajuwon in the off season. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? I'd hit up
Yeah.
Kevin Garnett in the off season. Shit, I'd hit up Shaq.
Uh,
Shit. Hit up Dwight Howard.
I'll,
He ain't doing shit. He had okay footwork.
hey, who also one of the greatest one of the greatest of New York, Patrick Ewing. Even though he's in Georgetown, he could go to Georgetown and talk to him too and get some good forward from Patrick Ewing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know if I talked to Pat. Pat ain't even won. Pat ain't won shit.
But I think Pat it was one of the greatest centers for New York in
He
that time.
was good. You got me there. Pat was cool. I don't know. I feel like he was a little slow. I liked Oakley more than I like Patrick Ewing.
Oh yeah, Oakley for
Charles Oakley was a fucking dog. He wasn't a scorer, but man, you
he
don't
was
mess
fun.
with the licks, boy.
Yes, yes. So I totally agree with you. But also I think that's what New York is doing right now. They have that missing piece. And you know what? If Boston doesn't win one game in New York, if they don't win this game on tomorrow,
It's over.
it's
It's
over.
fucking over.
It's over.
It's a rout.
It's 85.5%. If you're down 3 games, you'll come back. The only person that did that was LeBron James in Cleveland when they were down 3-1 in Golden State. Remember that?
Couldn't do it and couldn't do it this year.
And they couldn't do it
And
this.
had a better team as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And was
So
facing a weaker team. He wasn't playing the Warriors. He was playing Bad Dad Anthony Edwards and fucking who else they had? DiVincenzo. Come on, man.
they had
Daniel. Come on, man.
Gobert.
Nas Reed. Come on, man. He
Yes,
should have. He should have had them motherfuckers in six.
yes, yes. And even like Nas Reed, He was last year. He was sixth man of the year for Minnesota. He didn't perform like a sixth man of the year this year. He was just getting threes open. So I think that's the reason why they were kind of dominating because he was on the 3 point line instead of him under there boxing down under the playing the four. Well, Gilbert was actually playing the four and the five, while Reed was out there playing the three and shooting 3 pointers in the corner. You know what I mean? He wasn't
Yeah.
out because we didn't have a center to box on the first place. We had Jackson Hayes, but I don't know why they didn't throw him in there. Might as well just if you're gonna put us in foul trouble, might as well put a center there and get him fouled out. Like
Yeah.
even and two, they didn't even put him in there. But other than that,
I
yeah.
think that we definitely need some presence down low. We need a enforcer. We don't have an enforcer. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? I'd shit. I'd go out and get J.R. Smith. He a hothead. I know he old, but shit, I'll bring him on. See
Mm-hmm.
what Crawford's doing. Jamal Crawford. Shit, that boy bad. There's a
Mm-hmm.
few dudes out there. You know what I mean?
I
Tell Perkins to get his old ass out here.
I think the Lakers for them for the Lakers free agency for the centers or Viva trade. There's three people that are right now that I'm kind of looking at right now. We could look at like right now, look at Thomas Bryant. Remember Thomas Bryant when we drafted him? Thomas Bryant.
Thomas Bryant's getting a lot better. You know,
Yeah.
I think his defensive presence is good. He's been in the weight room a lot, so he's definitely a lot better than when we drafted him. So
And he has good energy. I like that. He's a dog. He fights. Oh, he
we
gets
should have
all.
got Valanciunas. We should have got Valanciunas. He's a big body and he can shoot the three. In
Mm-hmm.
Oklahoma, right? I know the Pelicans.
Yeah. Another person. Remember Brick Lopez in Milwaukee? You can
Man, we
get him.
should have never let go of Lopez, man. That
He's
boy's bad.
yeah. Remember we should call him Chewbacca. He was Big Chewy.
We
You
we should
know?
have got him and his brother, and then at halftime switch jerseys if one had more fouls than the other.
like the more twin brothers.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let me see.
Well,
What's another?
Marcus Morrison. Like we could have got go after a Draymond Green. Ooh, get Draymond on the Lakers. Ooh, but then you know what's gonna be bad. It's gonna take forever because they're gonna be bitching at the refs the whole time. Draymond, Luca, and LeBron. We ain't never gonna get out of Staples.
No, we can't. We can't. That's one thing we gotta go down is stop the complaining of the calls. If we don't get the calls, you gotta run back and transition and get back
Get
down
on
the.
defense, big dog. Get on defense.
Yes. Let me see who else. Joel Embiid from the Philadelphia center from the Philadelphia Phillies. We could get. That's another center we could get. Shoots the
You
three.
know who I really want? You know
Who?
who I really want? If I could choose one person in the whole NBA, I would pick Zubats.
Oh, Lakers drafted him.
Zubats, bro. We had fucking Zub. Why is it that every time the Lakers have someone and they let them go like a season too early? Zubats, Randall, fucking Hart,
Josh Harris
man,
Jr., Alex Caruso.
Caruso. They let him go because his hairline. Come on, man.
Yeah. Who else? Larry Lance Jr., Brandon
No,
Ingram.
no, 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 not. Don't put him in that conversation, Larry Nance. No, 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 no.
Oh, he was a high flyer and he was a good defender. You know what I mean? He
He
hustled.
was okay. He was okay.
Okay.
He was okay.
Um, let me see who else. Who else that was right there? I
He
remember.
was. He wasn't better than his daddy.
Yeah, you got that right. Showtime.
So check it out. Check it out. We got the playoffs going on. Who is your finals prediction?
Let me see the finals.
Finals. Who's making it out the East? Who's making it out the West?
Okay, Indiana and Cleveland's gonna go to Game 7. That's harder to predict because if Cleveland plays like this in Indiana and gets another home win game, then I'll probably pick Cleveland. Between Boston and New York, if Boston don't win tomorrow, then damn little green leprechaun. If they don't win tomorrow, it's over. I'll pick New York. So yeah, I can see Cleveland and New York in the finals. Um, Let me see in the West.
No, 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 no. That's not how this works. I said pick one
What
team
happened?
from the East, one team from the West that's
Okay,
gonna
okay,
be final. That's it.
okay. Let me see. And if it's gonna be Cleveland and New York, man, like I said, if you could take out the defending champs, I think you're gonna go all the way. So I think New York is gonna be in the finals. If they beat Boston, I can see New York beating going in the finals and
So
beating
who
the.
is New York gonna play in the finals from the West?
I gotta say Cleveland, man. I don't know. For some reason, I'm just picking Cleveland.
So
Yeah.
from the West, my dog. So finals is East versus West. New York's making it out, like you said. Well, you gonna pick Cleveland or you want New York?
I'm gonna just say New York, man. I don't know. There's
All right.
some
Now the
New York.
West. Who's gonna win out the West? Who's gonna meet New York in the finals? You got Denver. You got OKC. You got Golden State. You got the Wolves.
Well, I just the work got in final overtime. Denver just beat OKC, so Denver's up 2-1. So
That don't mean nothing.
yeah,
Well, they were, what I mean?
I got the Nuggets going.
Nuggets,
Wait,
really?
wait, wait. I got the Nuggets beating OKC because they're
So you're
experienced.
telling me it's New York, Denver, huh?
No, 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 no.
Or
Wait,
are they gonna advance all the way? Are they gonna beat? Are they gonna beat the team from Minnesota? They gonna beat Minnesota?
okay, let me see. So Minnesota, it's Minnesota and who?
Minnesota Golden State. And
Okay,
Curry's not gonna be in until at least the fifth game. He has
yes.
a hamstring issue.
So you could kiss that goodbye. So I'm gonna say it's Denver and Minnesota in the finals,
No,
and
that's the Western Conference
West
Finals.
Conference
Denver and
final.
Minnesota.
So let me see, between you know what? I'm gonna go with the most experienced team. I'm gonna pick Denver in the finals. Denver and New York in the finals. Then it's gonna be Denver,
Denver and New York, huh?
New York Western Conference final.
Okay. I got New York and OKC.
Mm, all right.
All right. And I hope they wear the same jerseys. Like they both wear their home jerseys, so they're both wearing blue, and no one knows who to pass the ball to. That's gonna be nice. That'll be fire. That'll be fire. That'll be
Yeah.
fire.
The rest of them don't even know who to call a foul on. If anything, they can't even tell.
No, you already know. So those are our finals predictions, y'all. Johnny got New York versus Denver. I got OKC versus New York. And ultimately, I think New York might take it this year, man. They ain't won it in a long, 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 long time, man. And Stephen A. Smith about to have a heart attack if they win this shit.
Uh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know that's Stephen A. Smith's team, but man,
So who's gonna win for your choice, Denver or New York? Who's taking it all?
I think New York's too loaded. I think their bench stuff like that. I think New York might win their
And they
championship.
just got old boy
Yeah,
from old dude from New York. I mean New Jersey. What's his name? He was on the Suns. Bridges.
uh, Miles Bridges. Yes, they're
Yeah,
all
they
painted.
got he's so
Oh man,
good.
if
He's
you
so good.
if you actually look at New York's bench, they're the bench that half of them are the bench that is there. Half of the players that are off the bench, they were the team when they had and they were in the Suns when they went to the finals. Remember when the Suns when they had that big when they.
They offloaded all those players so they can get KD and all that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But yeah, if you look at the bench,
Or
man,
my Beal. I think it's they offloaded for Beal, didn't they?
yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be the finals. I think I just New York's. I think New York they have too many. They have a lot of great shooters. They play very good. They play good defense. Anthony Town needs to be out of the foul trouble situation in order to win a championship. If he controls his footwork and plays better defense and just stop with the foul trouble. Like they say, when you win championships, you have to get offensive rebounds and make all your free throws and defensive rebounds. That's how you win
They say
championships.
defense wins championships, man. Defense wins championships is what they say.
Yeah, and
Except for
basketball.
the Warriors. Warriors offense won it. They had some defense too, but they shoot you out the box.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
wish the Lakers could have been here. What a horrible ending. It
Yes.
was just horrible. Just like the treatment of Sanders. You know what I mean? Like the NFL draft. I can't believe he went as far as he did in that draft, man. Shadell Sanders. But, went to the Browns too, man. That's where quarterbacks go to die.
Yeah, Cleveland, the
I,
Lions.
I thought the Steelers would have took him. Steelers should have took him. The Raiders should have took him.
Seattle could
Uh,
have. Seattle needed a quarterback too. Also, what are
Seattle, yeah, definitely should have took him.
Minnesota?
Man,
Minnesota. Minnesota could get a quarterback.
um, man, Patriots should have took his ass.
Oh, Patriots could have needed a quarterback. Who else? Atlanta
Patriots,
quarterback. Carolina needs a quarterback. Tampa Bay needs a quarterback.
man, I love Carolina. That's my team. I'm from South Carolina, so I've been rooting since Cam Newton,
Oh
and
man,
now he just be dressing like he go to church every Sunday on all his shows. You know what I mean?
yeah, he
Happy
has.
Mother's Day to the mothers. That was my wife. She just walked behind us. Happy Mother's Day. All
Happy
up in the shop. Come here, mom. Come here, mother. Come here, babe. A happy Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
She said she wasn't camera ready. She always ready, girl.
You know what? She is so fast. She was like flash. I just seen.
Oh man, I can't believe Sanders fell as low as he did, big dog.
Yeah.
How'd you like the draft? Any good things going for the Cowboys, Mr. Johnny Dallas?
Oh man, I think you know what?
Did they take a
I back on
linesman? Who'd
Jerry a
they take?
lot. Well, actually, for the past first seasons, for the first couple of seasons, years on the first round, we've been going offensive line. So yeah, we
Why?
got a good offensive lineman. We got him from Alabama. He's a
They
great
still
guard.
can't protect. They still can't protect Dak. That motherfucker hurt all of the time.
Well, this year I have very very good high expectation. I give this rating from this draft from Jerry Jones. I give Jerry an A plus.
For
Give him
what?
an A plus.
For what?
Man, if you who we got, bro, I am so stoked, bro.
Well, I don't know. Tell me who we got, because when Jerry Jones talks, I turn the volume down because this motherfucker just likes to hear himself talk. The next person that gets fired from the Cowboys needs to be Jerry Jones. That's the reason that team hasn't won a Super Bowl since fucking Emmett Smith.
Let me see. I
They
think
should change the name of the Dallas Cowboys to the Dallas Jerrys and take the star off and just put his face on the fucking jersey.
yeah.
He's worse than the busts. Get out of here. He's worse than Dolan, bro. Shit.
You know what? Oh man, it's like let me see. What it is that when you're an owner, I
How the
could.
fuck is he still alive?
Hey, that guy eats good, man. He eats good, I
He
guess. He has a
he
great dog.
eats Cambodian babies for breakfast. This
Oh,
motherfucker is just the stem cell research, spinning his blood, fucking got new liver, new kidney, new heart, new brain,
oh man, this guy.
but he still got that old ass mouth.
Hey, it's like see Jerry's like those. How can I describe it? Jerry's like one of those. There's no word to say it, but for me, thinking out of in my head, it's like saying I'm a rich guy. I own this team. I want us to win, 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 win. Okay, and sometimes you can't win them
Or
all.
you don't. No,
You
you
don't.
don't. You ain't trying to win none of them.
There's owners here that just there just to make money and invest and sell jerseys and stuff like that. But
That's
Jerry,
what he's doing, bro. He ain't paying nobody. He doesn't go after any of the big free market agents. He tries to come up in the draft, and when he does, he gets rid of them in a couple years. Look at Ezekiel Elliott. You know what I mean? For instance, like they gave up on that dude a long time ago. Well, he gave up on himself. He was at EDC, you know. But they don't do things that like the Chiefs do, or the Pats used to do, or
yeah,
even when Brady was on Tampa Bay, they were signing everybody. If he wants to see a championship before he dies, he needs to spend some of that money. You ain't gonna be able to take none of that shit with you, Jerry. You can't even
now
spend it all.
this is the thing I agree with you. You know, look what Philly did. Philly drafted a quarterback, and they when they get pieces, AJ Brown and stuff. That's how you win a championship. There's two ways of winning a championship: by you drafting the farm system through the draft, like when we had Jimmy Johnson from Miami, he was drafting all the picks, and Jay was like, "Go ahead, you got the book, you do what you got to do. I sign the checks, you just pick the players." Now that's how I was with running with Jimmy Johnson. Now since Jimmy left, Jerry's trying to run the same show, but he can't because Jerry don't have the talent to know what's up unless he has good scouts. Don't get me wrong, but there's another way to win a championship too. Also, when you go straight to the free agency, you pick in the free agency, you pick the people that you need in the free agency, you manage your money, you manage the cap, you're gambling a 50-50 chance, but 50-50 you might win a Super Bowl. You might go to the second, third round, you might go to the AFC Championship, NFC Championship, you might go to the Super Bowl. But if you look at the teams that have gold in the free agent market and get players and are this close to making a Super Bowl run and they get to make some pieces, they're in the Super Bowl.
Well,
To
we always, the Cowboys draft the same people all the time. They keep drafting these white boys. They need some color in there, man. When's the last time the Cowboys drafted a Polynesian dude or a big ass Samoan? You
Well,
know
we
what I
did
mean?
this year.
Yeah, finally,
Yep,
finally.
we got a big boy from
Shit,
UCLA. We got a big boy from UCLA.
come on, man. We need
Hey,
some color on that line, big dog.
well, we do, we do, we do. We have color on that line.
Offensive and defensive.
Trust me, there's a lot of brothers that I love that are on the defensive side, and there's a lot of brothers that are on the. And if you look at this, all the best players in Dallas and through the history, if you look at them, they're brothers. They're the best.
I
We
feel
get the best.
like the Islander boys is coming up right now, man. These
Oh yeah.
Polynesians, the Samoans, the Hawaiian, it's on, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
even that one Chinese Japanese dude, man, it's starting to shift. You know what I mean?
It's like
So
it's like international basketball. It's coming up big in the NBA now.
the
Saints.
first time I ever watched a team win a Super Bowl, it was the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I mean? I was young. It was in the '90s. You know what I mean? My parents, I think, did they play the Redskins or somebody? I don't remember. I don't remember. But I remember watching the first Super Bowl win that happened was the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I mean? And, they were. I loved them. I had that fucking Bugs Bunny Warner Brothers shirt where everyone had Dallas Cowboys on them and shit. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
those I remember those.
Um,
That was very popular. I remember that.
yeah, man.
Yeah,
So
yeah. We faced Buffalo. It was Buffalo back to back. We would have won 4 years in a row, but we went back to back Super Bowls, and then we lost against the 49ers against Steve Young and Ken Norton Jr. And Niners went to play San Diego that year, and they beat San Diego. Steve Young got his first Super Bowl. That's when they went against Junior Seau. Rest in peace, Junior Seau. And
oh,
and that,
well,
and after that
big
year,
shout out. You can say
big shout out to Big Junior Seau, one of the greatest linebackers from the Chargers and one of the greatest
yeah.
linebackers in history. Also, and after that year, we went against the Super Bowl. The fourth year, it was against Pittsburgh. It was against Cordell Stewart. I don't know if you remember that.
I swear. No, come on, man. I know Court. Come on, man. I know Big Stu.
And they had J.J. Stokes, I believe so. I think they had J.J. Stokes too. I think.
He was on the Campbell's commercials, man. He was on the Campbell's. Mama, hey baby, here's your chunky soup. 3, 2, 1. Mama coming over here with them chunky soup. I love chunkies, man.
Chunky
I
soup is
love
good.
chunky.
I love their clam chowder, dude. Their clam chowder is really good,
Oh,
man.
the red or the white?
I like the red one. Well, I like both, but I will mess with the red one because it's more thicker, it's more creamier, it's not more watery like the other clam chowders that you buy and stuff. So,
I wonder
but
how long them
yeah, I
clams have
think
been in there. Them
Jerry's
clams have
coming to an
probably been in there
understanding
for
now.
a
I think so.
minute, boy.
I think Jerry's come to an understanding
Shit.
now that you know what, I'm gonna let it go.
Yeah, man, clam chowder, some of my favorite. Nice big ass bowl. Well, man, it's been a long day, long week. What you got coming up this month, this week? What you got going on?
Just work tomorrow. I'm gonna go to the cemetery to visit my mom and take some flowers for Mother's Day. Tomorrow's Mexican Mother's Day, so I'm gonna go tomorrow and see her. I was gonna go Sunday, but Sunday it's Sunday with my sister and us. So I told my sister, "Hey, well, we're gonna go Sunday or we're gonna go on Saturday." So let's go Saturday because Sunday I'm gonna be with my family and have my plans with my family. And I
Nice.
go. So I'm gonna do Saturday with my two sisters, Brenda Lee and Alma Marie. Excuse me. And go visit my mom, put some flowers, play some music for her, and I'll tell her about the draft pick that we got from the Cowboys because my mom and my dad are together. They're buried together. So I'm gonna go see my mom and my dad also. They're buried together. But I'll go pay my respects for Mother's Day and take my sisters out to eat tomorrow. We're gonna have some dinner tomorrow, hopefully, and then call it a day. And then Sunday, go to church, give thanks to all the moms, all my friends' moms, pray for them for a good year, good health, and for all the moms and any mother, any ages. You know what I mean? Pray for them and give them be grateful to the women. You know what I mean? We got to give thanks to the women, man. You know what I mean? They take care of us. They hold it
Yeah,
down.
not
Mary,
enough love for the women in our life. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
you're a good son, Johnny. I know you lost. You said you lost both of your parents. So I know Mother's Day is a really hard one for you, and I appreciate you still visiting moms and doing what your sonly duties are. You know what I mean? Still holding that shit down, here or not. They are still with. You know what I mean?
yes.
I get to go see my mom. She a big pothead, so I'm gonna bring her a big ass bag of weed. You know what I mean? And then I have to work on Mother's Day, so after I get off work, have a little something for my wife, cook some dinner. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be wild, man. It's
Oh
gonna be
man, that
pretty cool.
that's gonna sound so great, man.
Yeah,
That's
man.
blessings, man. Blessings, brother. Blessings.
And then I got a lot of planning going on. I got this big canna market coming up. How we do the canna markets? It's not Green Cross. It's the original canna market. Let's see. We're doing the first ever. So the city of Torrance doesn't really celebrate LGBTQ. They
Whoa.
tell you do not put your flags up. We'll take them down. We'll find you. The South Bay has never done a pride event. So the original Canna Market is throwing the first ever pride event. It's going to be a cannabis pride event, and it's going to be called Puffin Pride.
All right.
It'll
All
go down in June, probably 17th, 18th. We're collaborating with people from both, what is it called, Dragula, as well as RuPaul's Drag Show. And I already went to a couple of the biggest gay clubs in the city, and I've already been promoting. So it's going to be a big one. We're going to have a ball. You know what I mean? We're going to have 30 weed vendors, but also hopefully 30 LGBTQ local businesses is there as well. And big shout out to Raven Tattoos. Big shout out to Sister Jackie. We're going to do a really good thing for the community. So make sure you guys keep your ear to the ground. Puffin Pride coming in Pride Month. You know what I mean? June. It's going to be a big event.
Oh man, that's awesome, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Man,
Yeah,
every community deserves to have their own cannabis event. So if you're there, we're going to have a blast, man. You know what I mean? We're
sounds
going to
sounds
have a ball. We're going to have a panel. There's going to be testing there. It's just going to be a good event. Support the community, man.
and support the small businesses too. Also, you know what I mean.
Hell yeah, it's a big thing, big dog.
There
So
has
I
to be a
wanted to say, hey, Big Johnny, I appreciate you for coming on today. You know what I mean? Subbing in for Big Ray. You did a fucking amazing job. I don't do as good as Ray does being the head guy, but hey, man, I like I said, you killed it today, big dog.
thank you, boss. Thank you so much, my boss. Thank you so much,
Make
man. I
sure you
appreciate
follow
this a
our
lot. I
boy
really
Johnny
do, man.
2.0 slash Johnny Dallas slash Johnny Drama slash Johnny's here, baby. He is Johnny.
Here's Johnny.
So this is another episode of Two Dudes, One Pod. Two Dudes, One Pod. We'll see you next time, guys.